everybody? Welcome back to the 321 Screw. Yes, we are here. We are missing someone, though.
Right.
Yep.
As you can see, the setup is a little different. There was no intro, no graphics, because that was Brad's thing. It's how he knew how to do all that. Like I said,
Right.
we're not going to have that luxury as right at the moment. So,
But we are working on it.
but we're going to do what we can. And again, as you've noticed, it's not a live show; it's recorded.
Yep.
But
We're still going to give
we're gonna make the best of it. Yeah, and hopefully
what
this,
everybody wants.
It's gonna be different, but hopefully it'll just be a temporary thing. Like I said, Brad had to leave for a little while. If he gets in a situation where he can come back and we can start doing it again like we did before, so that is our hopes. But
Absolutely.
but yeah. But whatever it takes, whatever it is, we're gonna do our best, like I said, to just keep this thing going and keep doing it. It's just we're gonna
We want to make
we're gonna
sure.
be a duo instead of a trio. It's like we're like New Day and he's Xavier.
He's Xavier Woods right now.
He's out with an injury, so we gotta
Right.
carry it on ourselves. So
He has not said he's completely done. He just said for now he's taking a hiatus, so that's where we're going with it. So we hope to see you back soon, Fabulous B. You're the man. All right. So
yeah. So here
but
we are.
one thing that's not going to change, we're still going to give you all the wrestling news, all the rumors, and everything that happens on a week-to-week basis. One thing I'm looking forward to, Survivor Series.
New format, new location, still the same jump ahead joke.
I'm just saying.
Straight to
just
Survivor
some of the
Series,
things we're.
all the stuff that's
Let's just
gone
talk
on
about
last week.
Whoa,
straight to the thing that hasn't happened yet. Sweet.
Don't make me flare chop you. Anyways, listen. I'm just saying. I'm looking forward to speaking about that. I'm also looking about getting into CM Punk and Fox's deal. I know we talked about it a little bit, but we can talk about that. And of course, we're going to talk about Raw, SmackDown, Raw, NXT, AEW.
Maybe. I don't know. You might want to talk about the next week's Raws and SmackDowns instead of the ones that just happened. Who knows? Maybe. Do you know any lineups coming up for the January shows?
Not on the top of my head, Bill. No. But let's get started.
So, anyways, the last week we've got, since you've seen us last, we've had 2 SmackDowns, a Raw, an AEW, and an NXT, and a TNA Power Hour.
Or Impact and NWA Power Hour. You said TNA Power Hour.
Yeah, NWA Power Hour.
I'm here for you, Bill. I'm here to correct you.
So,
I
last week's SmackDown, it was basically they're building up to the Survivor Series. They had invasion galore.
Well,
NXT guys, Raw guys,
Oh yeah.
Raw NXT guys, invaded there.
Now you're talking about last Friday, not the
last
not
Friday.
The one that just
last Friday and the one tonight.
Absolutely.
Too. That's pretty much been
the story.
I mean, we can pretty much sum up all the shows, just by saying that.
Yeah.
Everyone's invading everywhere. NXT was at SmackDown. NXT was at Raw. Raw and SmackDown guys were on NXT. They were all here on SmackDown tonight. So, yeah, they've really been doing up this whole Survivor Series thing set up. They've been doing it up right, man. And there's been some great spots. I mean, I gotta say, man. I know people had started getting a little down, talking about ratings, but man, I'm telling you what, they struck gold with this one here coming up to this Survivor Series. I mean, it's just been like I said, every show has just been good with all the. I mean, You know, I mean, Raw ended with, you know, the big, you know, brawl between all the brands, SmackDown,
Oh, yeah,
NXT,
man.
all of them, man.
Dude,
It's
listen.
great.
Any wrestling fan, dude, they love big brawls. That's like an excitement for me watching wrestling, man. You see
And
the
this
big
whole
brawl, all the guys
this
running
brand
down.
warfare, I mean,
dig
some
it,
people
man.
don't like it. I
dig
dig
it.
on it, man. I think it's cool.
NXT's got my vote.
Yeah, NXT, and you know AEW. You know, don't get me wrong,
Well,
they're still good. And this last week's show was a great, solid show. Solid
It
show.
was solid. John Moxley main evented that show.
Yep, in a match against Darby Allin,
which was amazing. But I do want to say though, for this week with the ratings, I did read that NXT did beat AEW this week. However, this is the week right now that we're in. Today's Friday, so NXT already happened, AEW already happened, Raw happened. This is the go home week, the go home shows before the pay-per-view. So they gotta end on a solid note. That's how WWE used to do it, and now I see that they're finally going back to that because they're pulling out all the stops, Bill. I mean. And I mean, dude, it's just I love how Triple H is doing the psychology thing with it, man. He's going to all these guys and is like, "Let me make you great again."
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's awesome.
on Raw, he approached Kevin Owens, basically pitched to him his best his best promo deal.
Yep.
And trying to get him to come over. We already know that he's reached out to Seth Rollins, to come, to come back to NXT. I think things are going to happen at the Survivor Series.
I think there's going to be some turns.
I honestly would not be shocked if Seth Rollins turns on Raw to go NXT, nor would I be shocked if Kevin Owens
that was
turns
what
on
I was
Raw,
going to say, Kevin Owens.
And joins NXT.
And honestly, I mean, Kevin Owens can be on fire right now. Like, he is. I mean, he's using the Stone Cold Stunner. He's relevant. He's still around, but I'm kind of waiting for them. He came off that Shane McMahon rivalry that lasted a while.
Yeah.
He's got some hype, and I think either him or Rollins, or what's to say both of them, don't go to NXT.
Yeah.
I kind of like, though, how Survivor Series this time around, though, they are having some personal matches as well for the 2 world titles. And I mean,
Rey Mysterio taking on Brock Lesnar.
Exactly, which they announced. It's no disqualification now.
And I'm going on a limb on this one too. I think Rey wins.
You know what? I want to agree with you there because.
So here's the thing: when Rey Mysterio signed his contract to come back, he signed a 2-year deal. But there was a clause in it that at 18 months, he can opt out if he wants.
Right.
That the last final 6 months of it is they're up to him. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if, as that one last time, they don't put the belt on Rey. In an attempt to try to get him to want to stay, to not take that option and opt out, because that option would be coming coming to an end around WrestleMania. So.
Right, but also put this in consideration. We were talking about this earlier. We heard that Brock Lesnar is going to be leaving soon.
Yeah, after Survivor Series, I heard that Brock Lesnar is going to be away for a while till I think after the first of the year.
Maybe Vince will put the strap on Rey.
Let him have that one final run.
Or then again, no disqualification. Maybe Dominic is going to interfere on his father's behalf, or something that'd be kind of interesting. Maybe Dominic turns on Rey Mysterio, and it sets up the screw job.
The whole you didn't protect me.
Exactly, and he can have that match with his son at WrestleMania, and that would be so unique. It hasn't happened before. Well, no, I take that back. It has happened between Shane and Vince, but I would think this would be the way Ray would want to retire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that'd be awesome. I mean, you know, and plus, you're giving that to your son. You know what I mean? You're giving, you know, I don't know.
Yeah. No.
I'm just saying, these are different ideas I got. We could be totally wrong. But, you know.
And of course, the other big title match is Daniel Bryan versus the Fiend.
Which, oh yeah, we got to mention what we saw on SmackDown tonight as well.
You know, SmackDown earlier tonight was, that was kind of cool. You know, Bryan called the Fiend out, and instead the Miz came out.
Hey, it seems quiet in here, man. I feel like it's just the two of us.
Yeah, you're just not noticing that there was just two of us here?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Anyway, so the Miz. The Miz.
So the Miz comes out and he challenges Daniel Bryan to a match. So they're having a match, and Daniel Bryan, you know, he giving some kicks to Miz. Miz is slumped down in the corner, you know, kind of like sitting in the corner, slumped in with his arms up on the ropes. And Daniel Bryan, he's got his arms cocked back. He's ready. He's waiting. He's about to do it. And he does the arms. He does to do the yes. And as soon as he throws his arms up in the air for the yes chant,
yep,
the lights start going out.
Dark.
Slowly, going out.
I like that little whistling sound they got with him, man.
And
with the Fiend, it's creepy.
When they come back on,
Miz is
with the
gone.
red light, Miz is gone, and now the Fiend has not just the Fiend is not just in the ring. The Fiend has taken Miz's place. He is now like sitting down in the corner with his arms up, kind of slumped over, just like Miz was sitting.
And the thing is, the question is,
and then he just slowly lifts his head and he looks up,
pulls himself
and he reaches
up.
up and he grabs the ropes and he pulls himself up.
He looked kind of like a badass.
It was very ominous. I'll admit I know they were trying to give off that ominous, creepy vibe, and
yeah.
they
they succeeded.
Yeah, it was definitely
Bray Wyatt, man.
And then of course he mandible claws him in the middle of the ring, and
yeah, and Bray Wyatt's one of those guys, man. He's entertaining. That's just him. The Fiend, he's the new phenom, as far as I'm concerned.
Bray Wyatt is the most over thing in wrestling right now.
You know what? And I second that. I think you are correct there, sir. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Jericho's run as champion right now. He's doing very well in AEW.
Oh, absolutely.
I like the inner circle.
He is Jericho.
The inner circle is great.
You can't deny the fact Jericho he's the youngest ever AEW champion. He's the oldest ever AEW champion. He has the longest reign as AEW champion.
I mean,
he has the most title defenses as AEW champion.
Yes, he does. He does.
And he has won the AEW World Championship more times than anyone. I mean, how can you deny that man's accomplishments?
I mean, dude.
He is le champion.
With a little bit of the bubbly.
Yeah.
So, now that we've kissed Chris Jericho's ass long enough, that we just made him sound like $1 million. Although, on a serious note, to me, he is one of the greatest of all time.
Oh, absolutely.
Just a side note, absolutely. Stop taking my catchphrases.
No.
I'm gonna start copywriting your ass.
Honestly, man, that he has nothing else to prove.
Dude, if he wanted to retire,
he's done it all, man.
Even before he went to AEW, if he retired, it was over. It was a wrap.
This is him. He is hands down first round, first ballot Hall of Famer.
And no question. And let me tell you something. Chris Jericho right now, his objective, I guarantee it. Yes, he's having his run right now, but he is getting talent over, and he's getting new guys over. Yeah. Because when it is time to go right off in the sunset, because I do think Jericho will ride off in the sunset, he deserves it. I think he wants to make sure there are more prominent stars set. like your Cody Rhodes, your John Moxley's already there. Kenny Omega's already there. You know, but like Darby, what was his last name?
Darby Allin.
Darby Allin. I mean, fantastic match.
Sammy Guevara. I mean,
Sammy Guevara's good. I just hate that panda hat. He's got to get rid of that
Bucks,
shit. You know, Jake Hager. Maybe maybe eventually the Inner Circle. There's a double cross. I could see him turning on Jericho.
Oh, speaking of,
go ahead.
AEW.
Yes.
Did you notice the weird little creepy promo for Dark Order?
Yeah. What was all that about?
I think AEW is going to try to create their own version of, like, the Wyatt family.
I mean, you know what? Maybe they're trying to get something close to like the Fiend.
Yeah, no. It's not. It's more Wyatt family because they're not. The Fiend is a single. He's
a new creation.
Yeah, he's his own thing. He's not part of a faction. He doesn't have. He's got puppets. I mean, yeah, they're not doing anything. He's right. He's a solo guy. Not saying he won't have people at some point. Liv Morgan. The New Order. I mean, there's already 3 or 4 members in part of Dark New Order, Dark Order,
dude.
And I think they're gonna try to mimic, do something along the lines of that Wyatt family,
right?
Kind of thing, feel whatever.
You know what I kind of would want to see though.
What would you kind of want to see?
Not kind of. I would want to see it. Sorry, I rephrase that. Want to see. I want to see
Camille come through the door with Tessa Blanchard and Sasha Banks.
I mean, that would be an excitement, but I would stop at that because I love my wife very, very, very much.
No, it's cool. We're not live right now.
Yeah, but you're not going to edit it. You know you're going to leave that shit in there, so... Yeah, so, but
and
no.
Somebody's going to have to go get us Gatorade and wet wipes.
Wow, he went there. Anyways.
Protein bars.
It's a protein. So, my thing is that, I would love to see Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega again, which I think we will. And I would love to see Kenny Omega be the one to take the belt off of him after some time. Because Kenny Omega, after that unsanctioned
Kenny Omega
match,
will be the AEW champion at some point.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think he'll be the next one. I think it's going to be someone.
Well, there's a guy. Who's the guy that's...
honestly, I'm feeling like it's going to end up being... I really honestly think it'll be Hangman Page. He'll be the one that actually
Hangman Page is another one that they're kind of pushing right now.
From Jericho. He'll be the one who takes...
Didn't he win that Battle Royal? Wasn't it Hangman Page?
I believe it was, yeah.
It was. And so, which I was a little happy about when I saw it. I noticed Billy Gunn was in that Battle Royal, and it was for the, oh man, what was that? The Diamond...
Yeah, something.
The Diamond Dynamite champ or
Diamond
ring
or something. Yeah, it was for like a ring.
It's going to be
a championship ring.
Yeah, which is something unique for wrestling. It's always been about belts. Never have they done a ring. So hey, maybe that's a little interesting.
They say, dude, I've never seen so many guys not wearing pants fighting over a belt.
Right. Bill, you're kind of making me question pro wrestling right now. All those years I've spent since 1997, 98, ruined. I'm just kidding. So,
but yeah, it's
AEW shaping up, and I tell you what, I just want to talk. If we talk about one match, we got to talk about the Moxley match because did you see how that match ended? Did you see? Now, what is he calling the dirty deeds now?
I don't know.
Paradise shift or paradigm? I don't know how he says it. I gotta look it up.
Oh,
but it's the dirty deeds.
They're like paradigm shift or something.
Yes,
like that?
paradigm shift. There you go. And he did that off the top. Well, not necessarily the top rope. He did it off like the middle rope, but he jumped down, DDT'd Darby Allin and pinned him.
DDT style.
And I could see. We said this before. I agree with you. Jon Moxley is AEW's Stone Cold Steve Austin. He is.
Yeah.
And I love that he is able to do the stuff he wanted to do in WWE, but they didn't let him. He's doing here. You know, it's that Mick Foley-ism, I call it. You know, and Terry Funk. You know,
it's like he doesn't even really care about titles right now. He just
No,
wants
man,
to go out
and
there
right now,
and just
honestly,
prove
he
his
doesn't need a championship.
prove his
He's
dominance.
over.
Yeah.
Dean Ambrose / John Moxley is over. Everybody knows that. That's why they went ape shit crazy when he first arrived on AEW's territory. So, but speaking of NWA, as you were talking about,
Yeah.
how's about you talk about the Jimmy
A
Cornette
little controversy
incident?
there.
And I'll explain to about some wrestlers that have spoken out about this.
Jim Cornette during the NWA Power Hour, you know, this past episode, some people noticed that the show abruptly stopped.
Yeah,
And you know,
got taken right off of YouTube.
Yeah, got taken off. I guess Jim Cornette made a comment during a match that somebody took offense to, and so they stopped and edited it all out. And it was during the Trevor Murdoch Nick Aldis match.
Right.
And
I remember you were telling me.
You know, it was taken. Some people, you know, they were calling it a racist remark. I don't think it was a race. I don't think it was something that was directed or made, you know, to be like racist,
Right.
you know,
And
so much as
for the audience.
It was just. I mean, Cornette's known for his wacky, friggin' off the wall shit that just. It just makes you kind of shake your head, you know.
He's got that mouth without a filter.
First time when he talked about, I heard him tell that guy is crazier than a squirrel in a car wash. Like, what the hell does that even mean? It's just so off
It
the
doesn't
wall.
matter. It's Cornettism.
Yeah, but you know, this was more as he was trying to like describe, you know, just his toughness, how and people don't, you know, just people don't want to mess with him. I think is what it was more trying to. The point he was trying to make or give, but what he said was, Trevor Murdoch's the only guy I know who could strap a bucket of fried chicken to his back and ride a scooter across Ethiopia and nothing happened to him. Shut up.
I'm just saying.
We ain't NWA.
Yeah, we're just 3, 2, 1, screw.
We are simply stating what he said.
Yes.
Stop being the Debbie Downer.
Debbie Downer.
He's over here whispering in my ear, why did they take us off YouTube? But first of all, we don't have the, you know, the viewing audience that the NWA has. So, you know, if one of our, you know, 130 subscribers, 138 subscribers got upset by that.
By the way, thank you guys very much. I feel like this is a perfect
I apologize.
Time. Yes. That was a big man of you, Bill.
Don't
now,
ever touch me again.
Now, so.
So that was what he said. I don't think. But he resigned from that. He did. He resigned.
He did.
And I'm sorry, dude. But Jim Cornette is synonymous with the NWA. I mean,
he is, man. You can't have NWA without Jim Cornette.
When I was a kid and started watching wrestling, I can remember Jim Cornette. He was managing the Midnight Express. You know, they were the you know, the evil bad guy villain tag teams.
Yep.
To the Rock and Roll Express.
Yep.
You know.
Dude, I mean, hey, look, Jim Cornette. I mean, sorry that happened to you, man. Land on your feet. I mean, the man knows his wrestling. So I mean, this one comment or this one thing, yeah, it'll be remembered, but it's gonna be something that's gonna pass.
No, really.
I don't think it's gonna hurt his career.
You know why it'll be remembered? Because of all the
negativity,
all the crap shit that went around with it.
Yep.
You know, and him quitting and all that. Other than that, I don't. You know, if that, you know, if that one person wouldn't have, you know, made a complaint or whatever, I don't know, man. It just.
I don't think it would have been as bad.
I don't think it warranted him leaving the company.
You know why I think it became a big deal? Because
people get butt hurt easy nowadays.
Well, I mean, that's your opinion, but I'm just saying.
It's not my opinion. It is a fact. People do get I mean,
offended
it's pretty
very
common.
easily.
You know, people nowadays are so thin-skinned. It's not funny. I mean, and it's not my opinion, man. That's just because honestly, I can remember. You know, I remember years ago when I was younger. You know, the kind of stuff that it wasn't. You know, people. It didn't happen like that. You know.
Right.
People have gotten so much more thin-skinned, man. Now, I mean, some things okay, some things warrant, that I can understand, but man, sometimes some of the things that people get that make, just just society, the news, whatever, makes such big deals sometimes out of things that are, to me, I think are just so ridiculous.
It is, but I mean, the thing is, with the times have changed, with all this stuff going on, it has become more politically correct. Which, and then I think people take that way out of proportion. But again,
Preposterous.
it is preposterous. But
You like that, Mark?
it's for you, buddy.
Coop knows what I'm talking about. Preposterous.
Preposterous. Huh.
Yeah, just pick some,
So, but I do want to take this time
some
real
old
quick.
school guys in powder wigs, It's preposterous.
You good?
No, man, I'm having a fit. I'm in a moment.
It's all right, man. It's all right.
I'm losing my cool.
All right, don't lose.
Nah, I'm all right, man. All right.
All right, because there's no third guy here right now, so I get all the stuff thrown at me.
Oh,
not
you
the
still
two of
caught
us.
it all anyway.
I know, that's true. That's true. But listen, I do want to say this real quick. To all our Screw fans, 321 Screw fans, thank you for keep on tuning in. We do appreciate you every week.
Absolutely.
Because we do this for you guys, and by you guys watching it, it gives back to us, and we are grateful for that. So,
And I know
If we
that
can-
Brad appreciated
Oh,
all
absolutely.
of you guys too.
Brad loves you
And
guys.
like I said, this whole thing with him, it had nothing to do with
It's just a
anything other
personal
than just
matter.
some, personal things that is going on that he has to take the time to take care of and address. And
But that doesn't mean he's gone.
But I do know that he's still very much
He's just in.
thankful for all of you guys, and still supports the show,
and we're looking forward to
still
having him
fighting
back.
the good fight, and he's still for the cause.
That's right, man.
Stay the cause.
Stay the course, man. But check it out. I do want to
Don't give up.
just wanted to let everybody know.
Never give up.
Don't forget to hit subscribe, hit that like, thumbs up button. Show us your support, guys.
Yeah, just pretend we're flashing that subscribe graphic right now on the screen.
Subscribe.
Use your imagination.
Yes. There is a red
It's all
square here.
about imagination.
There you go. And
Yeah,
it
but
says
down there.
subscribe.
It's SUBSCRIBE. It kind of looks like this, but yeah, you get it. You know what I'm saying.
Right.
It's
Even
red.
you.
It's red.
Even you. He gets it.
No, he doesn't.
He gets
well.
it. He's
He doesn't
shaking his
read
head.
well.
Yes.
He doesn't read well.
Well, you know what? He needs to start reading.
So, oh man,
All right.
I almost forgot too. I want to give a huge congratulations to Tessa Blanchard,
Right on. Why is
who
that?
won the #1 contendership to the Impact World Championship.
They're doing that?
And she is taking
What?
on Sami Callihan
Isn't that who she had
for the world title.
Isn't that who she had the rivalry?
She
with?
beat the former Impact champion, Brian Cage, the guy that Sami Callihan took the title from. She beat him in a #1 contenders match and earned the right to face Callihan for the title. So,
So how did she take
man,
business?
hats off to you. Congrats, and go get them, man.
That's it.
Shock
Now,
the world, Tessa.
you will
Shock the world.
You will be the first women's world champion, heavyweight champion, And
of any promotion.
China set the bar for that, but if you do that, you're gonna set more.
China
bars.
only made it to the Intercontinental
Championship.
She never won the world title.
And the first woman to debut in a Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So
get
hats
her
off
done.
to you.
Get her done, Tessa. Like I said, shock the world. I want to see it happen, man. I want to see it happen. She's a badass. You know, if there is.
She is a badass. There's no doubt.
If there is a woman wrestler out there, you know, that I could say could, has earned a right to go after the full-on world title.
And let me tell you something. She's the biggest thing going in TNA or Impact Wrestling right now.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
More than the guys' storylines. She is.
Yeah,
she's the man.
I do think she is
now.
the most over.
She's
the most over wrestler in Impact. I do believe.
Oh, absolutely. You talk WWE, the Fiend. AEW, it's going to be a toss-up between Jon Moxley and I would probably say Kenny Omega right now.
No, it would be Moxley or Jericho. Jericho's the world champion.
Well, that's true. I mean, and we were just kissing Jericho's ass too when I said that. What the hell's wrong with me? So
it's Moxley and Jericho. Yeah, they're the two.
We're 5 minutes ahead of that.
They're the two big.
So we're really 30.
Big. They're the two big name guys there.
They are, and I mean, let's just briefly. I mean, yeah, we could sit here and talk about Raw and SmackDown and all that stuff, but pretty much the whole week was the invasion angle between the three brands.
Yeah,
there was matches, but then there was like tons of run-ins.
Now we also have coming up
disqualifications.
Also, though, we have
NXT
coming up the NXT pay-per-view
Takeover. War Games.
Now, and there is going to be some phenomenal matches in that too. The first one that comes to mind is Finn Balor and Matt Riddle.
That's
my God,
amazing.
That is going to be a sick match.
Especially since Finn Balor started giving him the beat down after his match this past Wednesday. Started pummeling him, man.
They've been going back and forth, man. That's gonna be a hell of a match.
I think Finn Balor's gonna be the badass of NXT. I see him taking that.
Yeah.
I think Balor will be that guy. Every brand needs one. So, I mean, you look at SmackDown right now, it's probably Roman.
No. SmackDown.
Oh, the Fiend. The Fiend, that's right. The Fiend is on SmackDown. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot keep track anymore.
Yep, and Raw is, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins.
Yep.
But Brock's the champ. So.
Where's Samoa Joe at?
I don't know, man. I think he's hurt. He was doing some commentating. I mean, he was at the backstage show that CM Punk came out to.
Yep.
That first night, he was on that. So.
And Punk